back to my channel, Plutonianpriestess. Today we are doing a pick a card reading. We are asking, what do you need to know right now? So even though we are asking, what do you need to know in this moment, this is a timeless reading, so it does not matter when this video is posted. Whenever you come across it, this video should apply and resonate with you. It is just asking, what do you need to know in this moment right now? And since time is singular, you don't really have to worry about it. This video will still be an accurate reading for you, even if it was posted 3 months ago or 3 years ago. So I just wanted to say thank you and welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you for joining the fam. I am currently kind of redoing my recording area, if you can't tell. So it's kind of a work in progress right now. Plants are kind of everywhere. This isn't really set up. I've been like furniture shopping this week, plant shopping this week, rearranging, decorating, so it's been a lot going on, plus some personal stuff as well with my cat. This video is probably going to be a little delayed getting out to you, so I do want to apologize that I am not posting on my normal time frame. It's just been a very hard week for me and a very busy week for me, and like, I am definitely the kind of person, I know some of you will relate to this, I'm definitely the kind of person who, like, to feel motivated and to want to work, I have to definitely emotionally be in the mood. And if my energy's off or my emotions aren't in the right place, which they haven't really been this week, I feel like I just can't record as well and really get things across as easily. So I definitely needed to take a couple days to clear my mind space. Hopefully I can not be such a procrastinator and start pre-recording my videos so we won't have to worry about this in the future, and I'll already be ready to go. So now that I'm done talking about me, let's talk about you. So let's jump into your reading. We have 5 groups for you to choose from. This is going to be group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, and group 5. Remember, we are asking, what do you need to know right now? So what messages do you need to hear from the divine? What guidance do you need to know? What have you maybe been struggling or thinking about? So this is really just, what do you need to know right now in this moment? So go ahead and take a second to pick one of the 5 groups. If you are new to pick a card readings, you're just going to pick the group that speaks to you the most, the one that stands out to you. Go with the one that very first hits your instincts. So don't second guess yourself. The first one that stands out to you, that's the pile you should pick. So go ahead and choose one of the groups. Once again, this is group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, and group 5. And we'll go ahead and get started with your reading. Okay, group number 1, you chose the smoky quartz. So smoky quartz is a crystal that really aids in 2 things. So one, it is a protective stone, but also it's a very spiritual stone. So it can help you get in tune with your intuition. It can help during meditation. It can also help you in manifestation because it is part of the quartz family. And as well, this is also going to be good for really focusing your thoughts, and really if you get distracted a lot, this is going to be a stone that will, or a stone, this will be a crystal that will really help you in your journey. So let's see. So what do you need to know right now, group 1? Just by the way, if you're interested in buying any of the decks I use in my pick a card readings, I do include links to Amazon down below that will take you to the decks. These are affiliate links, so I do get a very small commission from your purchases that helps support me and my channel and making this content for you. So if you are interested in any of those decks, please use my links down below and help support my channel. Also, if you are interested in getting a personal reading, I'm going to be reopening my readings very, very soon. So make sure you hit that link to my website and put your email in so you don't miss out when I open those up. All right, now back to your reading. So first up, we have the Page of Swords reversed. We have the 6 of Swords. We have the 5 of Pentacles. We have Justice. And then we have Mars. All right, group number 1. Let's get into your reading. So first off, those of you watching, because we have the Mars card, you might be a Aries sun, moon, or rising, or have other Aries planets. You could also be a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, because they both correlate to the sign of Mars. Overall, what you need to know is that better times are on their way. Because we have the Page of Swords reversed, you may have been in a time of negativity, and you may have been dealing with the opinions and judgments of other people. You might be letting what other people think really define you and define how you view yourself and you think about yourself. And so for you, a lot of the influences that might be around you are actually negative. So they're saying negative things about you, they're giving bad advice, negative opinions, and so the advice around you isn't actually helpful. Also, some of you that are watching this, you may be dealing with a friend or a sister or a acquaintance or a coworker, someone that has kind of, I would say, feminine energy to them, and they're someone who's being a negative source of energy in your life, and they may be really making you feel bad about yourself. And so you're really going to want to right now look at creating better boundaries by yourself and really working on separating yourself from negative people and environments. And so because we have the Six of Swords, the Six of Swords is all about moving on from the past, moving on from the turbulence, moving on from the toxicity, letting go of the past, and really trying to move forward with the future and really create a better, more peaceful life for yourself. And so I feel like you're going to be successful in doing that. Because we have the Five of Pentacles, the universe really wants you to know that they are working with you to bring better times to you. So you really need to make sure that you're not getting down and you're not feeling defeated, because the Five of Pentacles is telling you that better times are on the way, and that the universe is working, and the things that are happening to you are really all for your highest good and in your favor, even if you might not be able to see it right now. And because we have the Justice card, at the end of it all, you are going to get what you deserve. So you need to know that the divine is working to bring karma. They're working to rebalance the scales. They're working to bring you the justice that you deserve. And you also need to work to instill balance and justice in your own life. So you need to not only hold others accountable, but you need to hold yourself accountable as well. And then the universe can come in and better set those boundaries for you as well. And so you need to know, like, if you know, some of you that are watching this, you may have been feeling like you're not really getting the recognition you deserve. You maybe feel like really downtrodden right now. And it's really a time to stick to your guns and really fight back. Because we have the Mars card, you really need to be not afraid to really stand up for yourself and really express yourself and what your needs are. And a select few of you may be going through some kind of court battle or like be in some kind of lawsuit. And because we have the Justice card, it will turn out favorably for you. Another thing that could be in the works for you right now is you may be looking to move, get away. Maybe you're going to be moving out of a situation. Maybe you're going to be ending some relationships. Maybe a change of scenery is going to come up, and that's going to be something that's really going to help you. So right now, you really need to focus on knowing that better times are coming your way. Work with the universe. Work towards instilling a better life for yourself, and let that justice and that karma come in and work in your favor. And also, you know, another thing I want to mention real quick too is that because we have the Justice card, which is the Libra, and we have Mars, which is typically Aries, there is a bit of an opposition. So you might feel right now that there's a lot of conflict and a lot of just drama in your life at this moment, but you need to know that everything is going to be working out for the better, and everything will return to a more balanced, more peaceful, natural state very soon. So Just stay calm and know that better times are coming for you. So group 1, if you like this reading and you want to see more pick a card readings from me, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of this reading, how it resonated with you, if you connected with it. Also, if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you've already been here, thank you so much for returning. I love to see you, and I will see you next time for my next video. Thank you. So we have group number 2, and you chose the emerald. So emerald is one of the 4 precious gemstones, and it is something that will help open up your heart. It will help you with possibility, vulnerability, really getting in touch with yourself and really believing in something. So like a lot of people, to be in love, you have to believe in love. This is also a crystal that will help people with their spirituality, help them get more in touch with their beliefs and really understand who they are, where they come from, and why they are here. Let's see what you need to know right now. Just by the way, if you're interested in buying any of the decks I use in my pick a card readings, I do include links to Amazon down below that will take you to the decks. These are affiliate links, so I do get a very small commission from your purchases that helps support me and my channel and making this content for you. So if you're interested in any of those decks, please use my links down below and help support my channel. Also, if you are interested in getting a personal reading, I'm going to be reopening my readings very, very soon. So make sure you hit that link to my website and put your email in so you don't miss out when I open those up. All right, now back to your reading. So first up, we have the Sagittarius card and the Aries card. And then we have the Ten of Swords, the Three of Cups reversed, we have the King of Wands, the Two of Cups reversed, and last but not least, we have the Four of Wands. So what do you need to know right now? I feel like there's 2 main things that we need to talk about. And the first thing is one towards mentality and how you're spending your time. And this kind of ties into, of course, the second one, which is your potential relationship that you're in. I feel like a lot of you in this reading are in relationships. For those of you that are single, I am going to get to that in a second, but I'm going to start with those of you that may be in a relationship because that is something that I'm picking up on. In general, for everyone in this group, you may be a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or have other Sagittarius planets. You may also be in Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or have Aries planets. Overall, very fiery energy because we also have a few Wands cards as well. And I feel like this group is someone who has felt like, and this goes for everyone, whatever your relationship status is, I feel like this group is a group that feels very betrayed. I feel like this group has been hurt in the past. I feel like this group has really, you know, maybe had a hard time with family relationships, personal relationships, friendships, you know, whatever it may be. Because we have the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Swords is really about feeling betrayed, right? It's like the Caesar in Rome card. And you feel like because of what has happened to you in the past that you can't really trust people, and it's very hard for you to open up and show vulnerability and really be open and emotional with people. And because you've been betrayed in the past, you know, some of you may have a little bit of issues with feeling abandoned or feeling like people are going to leave you because you feel like you can't trust people. Some of you may just feel like everyone's out to get you, or you feel like everyone's going to hurt you. And a lot of this is grounded in the past trauma or past wounds that you have. And as a result of this, a lot of you may be prone to escaping through distractions because we have the Three of Cups. Some of you may like to party. So some of you really may like to be carefree, let your hair down, and really distract yourselves from the pain that you feel inside. Others of you may really just be focusing your energy in things that are not truly productive or really help you, or that are really beneficial for your time. Because we have the Three of Cups reversed, it really talks about just like spending your time unwisely and really just spending too much energy where you shouldn't. And I feel like one of the things that you like to invest a lot of your energy into is, for some of you, your relationship. And because we have the King of Wands, you are someone who, and this is the entire group, this group is someone who is very charming, very energetic. You're very intellectual, you're philosophical, you're very much about creation, you're about expansion. And for you, you are someone who has a very vibrant personality. You probably come across very strongly. You're probably someone who catches people's eyes, and you are likely someone that has a very high purpose. And some of you watching this video may even have a very spiritual purpose. And I feel like for a lot of you, because we have the Aries card, it's really about, creating new things. So being the first to do something, really those new beginnings, right? And because we have Sagittarius, you're really expanding yourself, expanding your beliefs, making your life better, really striving to understand the world and how people think about the world and the cultures that we're in. And so for you, you're someone who actually needs to be a big picture person. And for you, you may be someone who gets caught up in all the little details of your life. You may be someone who gets really caught up in the past, really caught up in the now, and you're not really thinking long term, because the King of Wands can be someone that doesn't use their energy very wisely. And for some of you, you're in relationships, Two of Cups, that are very unbalanced. So those of you that are in a personal relationship, there is something about your interpersonal relationship that is unbalanced. So maybe one person is giving too much and the other is taking too much. And maybe there is one person who's showing emotional vulnerability, but the other person is very closed off. Regardless of whatever it is, there is some element that is off or unbalanced in the relationship. And for those of you who are single and not in a relationship, this could be a relationship with a family member. This could be a relationship with a roommate. This could be a relationship with a coworker. This could be a relationship with a boss. This could be a relationship with yourself. So you need to make sure that you are really staying balanced and being true to yourself and really being balanced to what you need, because the universe really wants you to know that better times are coming. So because we have the Four of Wands, you are going to find that balance. And it's all about that work-life balance with the Four of Wands, right? So it's about having a happy home life, being abundant and multiple sense. So emotionally abundant, physically abundant, and it's really about being settled. For some of you, this could be a marriage card. I will say that you need to make sure, before you hop into a serious relationship, sorry, that was fuzzy, that your relationship is balanced, that this is something that you really want, because you are someone who has a ton of potential, and you need to make sure that you're investing your energy in the right things and not the wrong things. And if you do that, you will be so much more successful, because the King of Wands is really someone who is a leader. There's someone who is a business person. There's someone who is at the top of what they do. And so you have the potential to do big things. And whether, you have big dreams to be a writer, or maybe you want to do spirituality, maybe you want to do pickle card videos like I do, maybe you want to be a teacher, maybe you want to create your own businesses, whatever you want to do, and there are so many options. Your purpose is really about creating. You need to make sure you're taking that creative energy and investing it in the right things and not really letting it go to waste. So group number 2, if you like this reading and you want to see more pick a cards from me, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. If this video resonated with you, let me know what you thought. Go ahead and leave a comment down below. Even if it did not, let me know. And if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time for my next video. Thank you for watching. See you later. We have group number 3. Let's get into your reading. So You chose the serpentine. So this serpentine crystal is really good for spiritual rejuvenation. It's really good for new beginnings, fresh starts, getting over old past wounds. It is also a crystal that people use to channel Kundalini energy. So this is going to be something that will be really powerful in transformation, rebirth, getting out of old habits, instilling new ones. So this might be a crystal that will really aid you. So I would suggest using it since you were drawn to it. And that is called serpentine. And let's see what the rest of your reading is. Just by the way, if you're interested in buying any of the decks I use in my pick a card readings, I do include links to Amazon down below that will take you to the decks. These are affiliate links, so I do get a very small commission from your purchases that helps support me and my channel and making this content for you. So if you're interested in any of those decks, please use my links down below and help support my channel. Also, if you are interested in getting a personal reading, I'm going to be reopening my readings very, very soon. So make sure you hit that link to my website and put your email in so you don't miss out when I open those up. All right, now back to your reading. So first up, we have the Eight of Cups. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Cups reversed. And we have the Jupiter card. All right. So first off, some of you watching this, because we have Jupiter, you may be a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or have other Sagittarius planets. But I feel like right now what you need to know is that you need to be open to change, be open to transformation, and be open to really instilling a new way of being into your life. So we have the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is really a card that talks about embarking on a spiritual journey. So really getting in touch with your inner self, leaving behind what you knew previously, and really aspiring to be more and find that higher purpose. So this is a card that really speaks about wanting to be truly fulfilled and truly satisfied, more so than what just the earth can offer you, as far as in a material or emotional sense. So the Eight of Cups is really about embarking on that spiritual journey to find that higher purpose, to understand the laws of the world, and to really understand the way that things are working. And we have the Ace of Pentacles, so you may be feeling really inspired to start something new right now. So you may be wanting to start a new creative endeavor, a new business endeavor, a new financial endeavor. You may also be starting something artistic. Maybe you're working towards a new hobby, or maybe you're looking to monetize something that you have been into for a long time. Maybe you're looking to really do something new, that is something that other people haven't done before. You do need to be careful right now that you aren't being over exuberant, because we do have the Nine of Cups reversed, and the Nine of Cups is very much, when it's in the reverse position, it is very much a card that speaks kind of like you didn't get your wish. And so for you right now, you need to make sure that you're being realistic and that you're being grounded. And I feel like the one thing that you're really lacking, because you are someone who wants to be successful, I feel like the one thing that you're lacking is that spiritual awareness. So you really need to get in touch with those Jupiter principles and really find that big picture that you are working towards. And you also need to find a set of spiritual principles that are going to help guide you to success. Because if you aren't living to your highest path and you aren't living to your true self, which is your highest soul self, if you're not living to your true self, the universe is constantly going to be putting roadblocks in your way that work against you to try and get you to realize that you are doing the wrong thing and that you need to readjust your path. So for you, this may really be a time of really having things not go the way that you had wanted them to previously, and maybe you're really trying to go after a new way of being. So I feel like overall what you need to know right now is that if you really turn yourself into some spiritual reflection and really open yourself up to your intuition and really open yourself up to those higher principles, you will start to find the success and the ideas that you have been looking for, and you won't get stuck with with things not working out for you, things will actually work out more beautifully for you in the long run if you open yourself up to the plan that the divine has for you. And so I feel like right now you may be in a state of trying to decide what your highest path should be, but really the universe has a better plan in store for you. So I feel like right now what you need to know is to really open yourself up to that transformation and really open yourself up to that spiritual journey, and you will be able to find the success that you are craving. So group 3, if you enjoyed this reading and you would like to see more pick a card readings, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and leave a comment down below if this reading resonated or if it did not. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next time for my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Group number 4, you chose the Garnet. So this is a card that really gives you your, like, how would I describe it? It's like all those Venus qualities, right? So it gives you that want to create. It makes you want to make art again. It makes you want to feel passionate again. It makes you want to feel sexy. It makes you want to feel loved. It really is a very motivating stone. It's something that's really good for creative processes. It's really something good to give you that drive or that muse back if you've really been lacking that. So also, like, I like to use it for like writer's block, when I'm having a hard time expressing my ideas, really. So that is a crystal that could be really beneficial to those of you watching this reading. So first up, just by the way, if you're interested in buying any of the decks I use in my pick a card readings, I do include links to Amazon down below that will take you to the decks. These are affiliate links, so I do get a very small commission from your purchases that helps support me and my channel and making this content for you. So if you're interested in any of those decks, please use my links down below and help support my channel. Also, if you are interested in getting a personal reading, I'm going to be reopening my readings very, very soon. So make sure you hit that link to my website and put your email in so you don't miss out when I open those up. All right, now back to your reading. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Fool. We have the Nine of Swords reversed. We have Judgment. We have the Ten of Wands. And we have Scorpio. Okay, so first off, some of you watching this may be a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, or have other Scorpio placements. And right now, what you need to know is that things are going to get better. So you might be a person who is a water sign. So those of you that aren't Scorpios, you may be a Cancer or a Pisces. And because we have the Page of Cups, you are learning how to deal with your emotions. You're beginning to emotionally mature. You're realizing that your emotions are your passion, your creativity, and that they will get you in touch with your intuition. And so you may have really been trying to deal with your emotions in a more healthy fashion. And one of the things that has really been inspiring you to feel better is probably because you've been going through some kind of loss, and the universe is telling you that it's going to be okay, that you're going to get over it, you're going to manage, and that you are going to recover. When we have the Nine of Swords reversed, it is a loss, but it's something that is actually beneficial, and you can actually begin to see how it is benefiting you in the long run. Because we have the Fool card, and because we have Scorpio, of course, you may need to bring some transformation into your life. So the Fool is the time right before birth, right? So it's that in-between period. It is when we are in touch with our soul and we're really taking a risk. So right now you need to be open to taking the risk and really rebirthing yourself and really being open to transformation and change. And because we have the Judgment card, this transformation and change is really going to be a time that really awakens you spiritually. So you're going to find newfound spirituality, and you're going to find newfound ways of dealing with your emotions, of healing, of coping, and really recovering. And once you go through this process, you're going to come to the Ten of Wands. So the universe really wants you to know that you are going to find happiness. You are going to find everything that you wish and that you desire and that you yearn for. The Ten of Wands is a card that speaks of complete happiness and complete abundance. And because we have the Scorpio card, to really find this complete abundance and this true happiness, you are someone who is likely going to have to face your shadow side. You're someone who's going to have to get in touch with what you consider your darkness, the things that are holding you back. You need to dive in deep and realize that your shadow side is really not a shadow side at all. It is just your wounded child, and that you really need to heal and find newfound strength and spirituality. And once you do that, you're really going to be able to release the past and move forward and open yourself up to that happiness and that abundance that the universe is bringing to you. Right now, what the universe really wants you to know is that you should be open to change. You should be open to changing your mentality and really healing yourself, because once you do that, you're going to reach a new state of happiness and a new state of bliss that you have not reached before, and it's going to be exactly what you have been missing this whole time. So group 4, if you like this reading and you feel like it resonated with you, go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up if you would like to see more pick a card readings from me. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time for my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Group number 5, you chose the amethyst, one of my favorites, a very classic stone. So amethyst is going to activate your crown chakra. It's going to get you in tune with your higher self. It's going to align your vibes. It's really going to make you feel better. It is a great meditation stone. It is also a protective stone. So this is one that I like to use a lot. And I think these cards are so funny because on here it also jokes where to put it. The interior decorator's little purple secret. Like, so funny because amethyst is overused in decorations. So that is pretty funny. Anyway, let's get into your reading, group number 5. So, just by the way, if you're interested in buying any of the decks I use in my pick a card readings, I do include links to Amazon down below that will take you to the decks. These are affiliate links, so I do get a very small commission from your purchases that helps support me and my channel and making this content for you. So if you're interested in any of those decks, please use my links down below and help support my channel. Also, if you are interested in getting a personal reading, I'm going to be reopening my readings very, very soon. So make sure you hit that link to my website and put your email in so you don't miss out when I open those up. All right, now back to your reading. First up, we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And you had quite a few extra cards fall out when I was doing yours. Like one group only had 3 cards and you have 6, so it's quite a bit. We have the Two of Swords, the Lover's card, we have the Knight of Wands reversed, and we have the Hanged Man reversed. So let's get all these on here. Maybe I'll put that one down below. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, and then we have the Venus card and the Leo card. First off, some of you watching this may be a Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or have other Leo planets. Some of you may also have or just have Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising placements because we have the Venus card. And right now, I feel like, I want to say actually with the Venus card, I get more like Taurus-y vibes. Some of you could be Libras, but I'm getting a lot of Taurus vibes. So what you need to know right now is that 1, you're going to have to make a choice, and 2, you are probably going to have to change previous ways of thought and being. So because we have the Page of Pentacles here, you're someone who tends to be materialistic and very worried about security and the things that you have. You may also be someone who finds value through your material possessions. So maybe you're someone who doesn't feel good if you don't have nice things, don't have nice clothes, aren't driving a nice car. You want to look abundant and have abundance. And you are someone who may not have that for yourself. So you may seek this outside of yourself. And some of you might be in a relationship that is materially beneficial to you, because we have the Knight of Pentacles here. This could represent someone in your life who is a source of stability and a source of dependency for you. So this could be a relationship, this could be a boyfriend or girlfriend, this could also be a family member, or this could be a job that you're relying on that doesn't really fulfill you. This could be a lot of different possibilities. But regardless, you're living from a state of lack. You're always trying to find what's going to make you happy and what's going to make you fulfilled, and you're trying to find fulfillment through your material possessions. And because we have the Two of Swords, you're coming to the point where you're going to have to make a decision. And it's a decision between two things that both seem like a bad choice. So either way, it feels like a lose-lose situation for you. But it is likely that this choice revolves around something that has to do with morality or ethics or valuing yourself or really staying true to yourself. This is a choice that could be revolving around a relationship. Maybe you're trying to decide whether you should stay or you should go in a relationship. Maybe this is with a job. Maybe you're trying to decide if you want to stay or leave a job. Maybe this is a living situation, or it could be a number of things. But really what the universe wants you to know right now is that you really need to be making sure that you aren't living in a state of procrastination and a state of fear. Because we have the Knight of Wands, you are going to have to make a choice. You are going to have to decide what the path is that you're going to take. And because we have the Hangman reverse, you may be someone who isn't really listening to others. You aren't heeding advice. You may be coming from a very high and mighty position, thinking that you know better than the universe, and thinking that you can really control karma and the fate of things. When in reality, if you're not living from your highest self and you're not on your highest purpose, and if you're constantly looking to fill your heart with material and relationships, then you're going to find blockages, and you're going to find blockages specifically to your happiness. Because if you aren't finding fulfillment and love in yourself, then you're not going to be able to manifest the things that you truly desire. And because we have the Leo card here, one of the things that could really be helping you right now is creation. So you could be working on your artistic side, working on a hobby, working on self-expression. Anything that makes you shine bright, that is going to help you. Also, romance, dating, you know, maybe it's time to get away from old partners and really switch it up and find something new. Also, being around children could be healing for you. That could be something that could help you on your path. Because we have the Venus card, you really need to work on self-value. So maybe you are really letting other people determine your value for yourself. Maybe you are really finding your internal value based on external factors. And so for you, you're really going to have to make the choice to change your mindset and change the way that you have been previously. And you're going to have to get over your indecision and your fear to make a choice. That's what the universe really wants you to know right now, is that you have to make a choice and get over your indecision. And you need to not be afraid to listen to what other people have to say and really seek advice. But more so than anything, you need to seek inner guidance and really align with your spiritual self and your highest self, and determine what is the best choice for you and what is the best path for you to take. And you know, with the Two of Swords, it may seem like both the choices that you have to make are lose-lose situations, but maybe that's just perspective, and maybe you just need to change your perspective. And once the decision is made, you will see that it wasn't really as bad as you thought that it was. So group number 5, give this a like if you'd like to see more pick a card readings. Let me know what you thought of this reading. Let me know how this resonated with you. I didn't feel like this reading was necessarily as clear cut as some of the other ones. So go ahead and leave a comment down below. Let me know how this hit with you. If you aren't subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my new videos. And I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.
I want you, I want you, I want you, I want you.